Welcome back to the 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Noon.
Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us. I'm Nicole Gitske. Well, today, Kern County is officially on the state's monitoring list. After an overwhelming spike in new cases reported over the weekend, more restrictions are coming later this week. That means starting today, certain businesses will need to prepare for the new restrictions. Spokesperson Michelle Corson says for the last 3 days, Kern failed the state's metrics on managing the rate of new cases. Because of this, businesses including gyms, shopping malls, places of worship, and salons will have to move their activities outside or close. And this time, there's no end date.
The governor has stated that once we hit this point, he will have to be the one to let us know when these businesses can begin to operate in a more full or with different modifications.
The state says all but tattoos and piercings establishments can stay open if they can operate outdoors. Mary Ryan Maeda, the chief operating officer at Awesome Fitness, says she has been preparing for this moment for more than a week, fearing this would happen. She believes this latest round of closures will have a devastating impact on their industry.
The strong will come out on top, and the ones that aren't, unfortunately, are probably not going to end up being able to reopen. And those businesses are definitely in our thoughts and prayers, and we hope that everyone, is able to get through this.
And again, it's important to note these businesses will be shut down indefinitely, not just the next 2 weeks. Now to a look at the latest coronavirus numbers that continue to swell. Although health officials reported an overwhelming number of new cases in the last couple of days, this surge doesn't reflect what's happening with the disease in just 1 week. Now, Kern Public Health reported 834 new positive tests today. Nearly half of those people have tested positive for coronavirus in Kern County have recovered. Now, over 4,900 people are recovering at home. Another 164 people are in the hospital. No new deaths were reported. 105 people have died from the disease in Kern County. Now, the 2020 Kern County Fair has been canceled. Now, the Fair Board made that vote official Monday at its monthly meeting. 17's Eitan Wallace has more.
It's one of Kern County's annual signature family-friendly events. But the 2020 Kern County Fair, set to take place from September 23rd through October 4th, has been canceled. This after a unanimous vote by the board Monday afternoon.
I don't see any way that we can go forward with Fair under these conditions.
Conditions which include a recent spike in coronavirus cases across the county and the state. Fair officials held several emergency meetings over the last few months, hoping to avoid canceling altogether. But board members Monday afternoon stressed, given the circumstances, this was the only way forward.
I don't believe that we have any other option at this point in time.
For us to finally make the decision is harder than a lot of us ever thought it would be.
In addition to the cancellation, Fair CEO Mike Alcott said cuts to the state budget will result in a 9.3% pay cut for all Kern County Fair permanent staff members. But there was a positive from the meeting. Board members made clear their intent to keep the livestock auction and show, albeit virtual. And moving forward,
we will come back bigger, better, and stronger. Let's just continue to be safe and strong.
With Kern County on the state's monitoring list, local school districts are struggling to decipher what this means going forward. Governor Gavin Newsom announced Friday that counties can start in-person education only if they manage to stay off the state's watch list for 14 days in a row. All counties that don't meet that criteria, including Kern, are directed to start with the fall with distance learning. The Bakersfield City School District and the Kern High School District have approved distance learning plans for the start of the school year. This week, other school districts are expected to follow suit with distance learning plans of their own. Today, the Norris School District, the Panama Buena Vista Union School District, and the Arvin Union School District all have meetings to discuss their plans for fall. Well, a lawsuit is being filed to open California schools amid the closures during the pandemic. This is in response to Governor Newsom's latest announcement that 32 counties within the state must continue distance learning for the fall semester. The Center for American Liberty announced the lawsuit today. The nonprofit organization says they are dedicated to advancing free speech rights and civil liberties. The CAL represents Americans who claim their freedoms have been violated. It says not reopening schools is detrimental to students and society in general.
This is tragic, and it is also a betrayal of the taxpayers and of the federal mandate to educate these children.
The CAL claims that scientific studies support reopening classrooms in a safe way. In your 17 Court Watch, the man accused of trying to burglarize a home caught on a now viral video is due in court today. You may remember the video. A young girl chases away a would-be burglar from her home. Now, the Penley family told us the man, identified by the Kern County Sheriff's Office as Michael King, tried to steal from their garage in Northwest Bakersfield. But he didn't see 10-year-old Lola in the SUV, and she jumped out and scared him off. Today, King is due in court for a preliminary hearing. Now to an update on a wildfire in Northern California that has scorched 8,000 acres. At last check, that fire is 5% contained. The hog fire burning in the area of Hog Flat Reservoir in northeast corner of the state. There is a mandatory evacuation order for a nearby community. It started Saturday, but fire officials still don't know what caused it. They say steep terrain and spot fires are making it difficult to fight. And fire crews from all over California continue to battle a wildfire in Fresno County that has been burning for a week now. Mineral fire started last Monday in fields just west of the city of Coalinga, nearly 2 hours northwest of Bakersfield. The fire has now burned over 28,000 acres and destroyed at least 4 buildings. 6 structures have been damaged. No one has been hurt in the fire, but 60 other structures are reportedly in the path of the flames, and the smoke has been affecting the air we all breathe. Right now, over 1,500 firefighters are trying to get the fire under control. The Kern County Fire Department sent 5 firefighters and 2 bulldozers to help. At CAL FIRE's last update, the mineral fire was 68% contained. Now, Kevin, we are seeing that warm weather, and it is fire season right now. It's such an important reminder to be careful out there.
Yeah, and we have a little bit of high cloudiness and also a little bit of a haze because some of that smoke each day continues to drift down into Kern County. So that's kind of what you're seeing as well. Before we get to the forecast, we're also talking about the tropics, and we're tracking Pacific storms right now because there's really not anything much happening out in the Atlantic. And as we take a look at the storms, we're on storm number 4 now, and that is Douglas. We've got post-tropical 7E, which is basically dying out now. But the one we're going to be tracking here in the coming days is Tropical Storm Douglas. Right now, winds gusting about 75 miles per hour. It'll eventually, real shortly here, become a Category 1. It'll become a Category 2 storm, and then making its way near the Hawaiian Islands, and this is right around Sunday, as a tropical storm. We're going to have to watch this carefully because as of right now, it looks like it wants to hold together a little bit, so some parts of the Big Island may be impacted. So just wanted to update you on a couple of storms here at home. We've got some high clouds out there right now, and that will continue as we go throughout the day. Currently, we've got a temperature of 89 degrees. In terms of the winds, they're calm out there right now. Just a light breeze expected throughout the day. We've got 90 in Buttonwillow, 88 in Wasco, 90 out in Taft, and then for the mountains, we've got Fraser Park at 84, along with Tehachapi, and then into the Kern River Valley, 91 Lake Isabella, already 100 up into Ridgecrest. Here's a look at the satellite and radar, and we've got an area of low pressure in Northern California. The rotation of that is bringing some of these high clouds into the Kern County area, and that's what we're seeing right here. We're also getting a little bit of that marine air, and that's keeping our temperatures right near 100. We may even see some isolated thunderstorms develop along the Sierra Crest throughout the afternoon. You can see that in the thunderstorm forecast, just a sliver into California, mainly to the east, into parts of Nevada, Arizona, and also into Utah. Here's a look at Futurecast HD. Does bring in a little bit of moisture into the Four Corners Straits here the next few days. This model going through Thursday at noon, but nothing for Kern County. It'd be nice to get some rain, but we're kind of sitting in a good spot right now. As you can see, we're not in the drought monitor. Areas to the north of Kern County were abnormally dry, and even areas up near Fresno County are right now in a moderate drought. So that's something we're looking at right now, but Kern County right now out of a drought. So that's good news. Here's a look at temperatures today. 91 in Sacramento. The Bay Area, very nice at 64. We're looking at 70s down to the south into LA and San Diego. To the east of us, a little warmer. Vegas at 107, 106 out in Phoenix. Here's a look at the beaches. That would be the place to be today because we started out with a little morning fog. We're seeing clearing there. Mostly sunny this afternoon. A light wind out of the west 5 to 10 and a temperature of 66 degrees. I would say that is perfect. Here's a look at our air quality for today. Going to be moderate. Your AQI at 90, our pollen at 6.1, that's moderate, and our UV index at 11. So if you're going to be out and about, make sure you have that sunscreen on. Here's a look at the highs today. The popular number will be 100, except out in Taft. They're looking at 97 along with Maricopa. Light breeze throughout the day. For the mountains in the Kern River Valley, plenty of sunshine. We're looking at a west-northwest wind, 5 to 15, 88 in Frazier Park, 89 in Tehachapi, and then for the Kern River Valley, near 100. Out in the desert, that's where we find those hot temperatures. We're looking at 108 in Ridgecrest, 101 in Mojave. Here's a look at that extended forecast, and the good news is we will cool down a little bit as we head into Thursday with temperatures right near 95, but then we're right back up by the end of the weekend. Next week, Monday, we're at 101 for the mountains, 80s across the board, but your coolest day comes on Thursday with 84, and then right into the upper 80s by next Monday. The Kern River Valley forecast, 90s across the board, but look at Thursday, not bad, 92 before you're near 100 again by next Monday. And did you see it? I want to show you something that everybody's been looking into the sky to see, and that's Neowise, the comet. And Juan Corona, our photographer here at 17 News, captured this image out near Formosa Road. And you can see I put an arrow just in case you got them mixed up with the stars. But there you have it. That's Neowise. It is a comet that's still visible. So if you haven't been able to look in the northwest sky, tonight at dusk is the best time to see it. Have you seen it?
I have not. I keep telling myself I'm going to see it, and then except Wednesday, so tomorrow is supposed to be the best day to catch a glimpse.
To see it.
So I'll make my way outside. But I have to say, Juan got some amazing photos of this the past couple of days. So I've been living through him.
Yeah, right.
Pretty much, I should say. Well, thanks so much for that, Kevin. Yep. Now, a new Cajun restaurant is promising to bring a little spice to Bakersfield. Crab and Spice opened yesterday in Northwest on the corner of Rosedale Highway and Callaway Drive. The restaurant has a focus on seafood like crab legs and lobster. The franchise has restaurants in 3 other cities, Sacramento, Ventura, and Palmdale. Right now, like other restaurants, they are only open for takeout. They do not have online ordering just yet, so you'll have to call ahead if you want to give them a try. Well, the Cheez-It and the wine box that everyone had been talking about last year is finally back. This year's limited edition box offers a brand new summer-ready combination, Cheez-It, white cheddar, and house wine rosé. The duo will be available online for $29.99 at originalhousewine.com beginning at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday. Now, that's only while supplies last, and there are multiple pairings to choose from to suit your taste. Well, Amazon has officially delayed Prime Day. The e-tailer confirmed it will hold the event later than usual this year. While the company isn't publicly addressing that new date yet, Amazon told third-party sellers earlier this month to use the week of October 5th as a placeholder date. It was widely expected Amazon would postpone Prime Day due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Speculation started to build in April as it saw unprecedented demand from shoppers ordering to stay at home during the crisis. A flood of orders quickly caused supply shortages and delivery delays. Amazon's warehouse operations have slowly returned to normal. Prime Day is typically held over 2 days in July, and it's Amazon's biggest shopping event of the year.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Noon.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to KGET.com.